Welcome to the third episode of the 344 show, where I have Wendy Wiseman, founder of The Wise Way and the T3 Collective, who is here to tell us all about how to tame that tension. If you're suffering from fatigue, from just follower count envy. I know. I got a little pushback on that. Like who suffers from nobody? Come on. This is LinkedIn.
Imposter syndrome. Okay.
Imposter syndrome. Okay. Imposter syndrome. That's you suffer from. I got tension because I'm such an imposter. Okay. I get that. We're all there.
Why?
Sometimes I wonder if I can sell anything at all ever, but then I look at my track record and I'm like, oh yeah, I've done that. People have actually purchased things from me. So with that, we have 15 minutes of happiness together here. Wendy, I want to say thank you for coming on. Thank you for being so organized and engaging with me about this. So we're ready to go. Who is it that you work with and you want to help in this show, in our audience right here, right now? Who do you want to talk to, right? Like who what's the problem that we're trying to solve?
Well, frazzled female founders over 50, like me, are fed up with the feel old frustrations, the body aches, the belly fat, the brain fog, the lack of energy. And you want to get things done. You want to feel good. You want to enjoy life again. Right.
I'm not a frazzled female founder over 50, but I tell you what, I'm a frazzled male founder over 50. And these are issues, right? These are issues humanity, and I get it. But guess what? I made you pick a niche, right?
That's right.
Damn it, Wendy, who are we going to talk to, right? Frazzled female founders over 50, bam, right? And you fit that. So be specific about like that, open that pain up for me a little bit. And let's speak into that. How does that hold them back, or how does that hold you back? How did it, what are we losing, right?
Well, even doctors will just tell you, oh, you're just getting older, but you don't have to accept that and buy into it, because, if you buy into that, then you are just going to get older. Right. And we have things we want to do. We want to live our lives. We don't want to just say, oh, I'm getting older, and take the pills and have the procedures. When there's things that we can start doing about it in our 20s, 30s, 40s, and in our 50s too.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's part of your story.
Any day.
Yeah. And that's part of your story too. So, you were telling me about that before we kind of got on, like what drove you into this, really what I see as a true passion play for you. So what was happening in your life, and what brought you in here to this, to provide this solution?
Well, I'm a manual therapist. I've been working with movement for over 3 decades. I've been a bodywork professional for over 20 years. And I was so depressed and dilapidated and falling apart that I couldn't do that work that I love. I could barely use my thumb to do my ponytail. My knee would give out standing up, and I wasn't even 50 yet. And it just came to the point where I had to decide. I knew the path I was on was leading towards horrible things like pancreatic cancer with all the sugar I was eating and all the drinking I had done the years before, in the depression. And you just decide to make a change, right?
Yeah.
And start making those tiny little shifts.
Mm-hmm.
And then that turned into my desire to help create a better world as happier, healthier humans.
Yeah.
Because the more we become happier and healthier ourselves, those around us, and then it ripples forth into the world. And we do create a better world when we ourselves become happier and healthier in each moment.
Yeah. I mean, my experience with you, Wendy, is simultaneously transparent and yet still exhibiting resilience and creativity, resourcefulness to work through some real challenges that you faced. And so you continue to use these tools that you invented, right? This process that you came up with based on decades of experience, right?
Yeah.
And putting this together as a package and making it awesome. All right. So one of the things we also talked a little bit about is there anybody else out there? I mean, what are the other ways? How do people currently even begin to try to deal with these issues of when you're a frazzled female founder over 50? What are the approaches?
Modern living takes a toll. We're all going through trying times. This isn't just for frazzled female founders over 50. It's for anybody and everybody. But I know the frazzled female founder over 50 concerns and specific, needs best.
Sure.
Different than those of a mom, with a bunch of kids on her hip, right?
Yeah, right.
Or a dad trying to take care of a whole bunch of teenagers or something, right?
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
So frazzled female founders over 50 are dealing with, the belly fat, the brain fog, and the just inability to do the things you need to do, let alone the things you want to do. It impacts your productivity at work, at home, and life enjoyment. So by simplifying health and happiness.
All right. So let's get back to to the original question. So the question was, it's okay. I'm just going to guide you through this. We're going to hit it. All right. So the question that I want to answer for our audience is, okay, I got these problems. I'm a frazzled female founder over 50, right? I want to live my life. I want to kick ass, right? Sick of this feeling like crap. So now I have some options, right? I can go to I don't know, you listed off a bunch of them. Like, how would I deal with this? What would I do? Like, what is available to me in the market?
Well, you should eat healthy and exercise more.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's the answer. Okay, I'm going to eat.
Oh, and while you're at it, you should buy this fitness gadget and these supplements.
Yeah. And I should go to 57 different practitioners, right, to tell me.
So I specialize in keeping it simple. Simple shifts. You don't need the gym. You don't need meal planning. You just have to look at the way you're doing things. It's the wise way.
Yes.
So the three legs of the table or the stool are move, meal, and mind. And if one of them's off balance a little bit, then the food's going to slide off the table or you're going to slide off the stool, right? So it's about keeping those in balance. There is no life balance. It's dynamic. It's an act. That's why we do the practice. That's why it's a way instead of, I'm not selling you a thing.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha. So you've got the wise way, and this is your baby, right? You invented this. Like, when did this actually come to you, and when did you have this moment that this was going to be your brand?
It's not a moment. It's a weaving of the tapestry of the strands of me and fitting together, and it would go off and down a side street and then come back around to this until eventually the circles fit together and form the way.
Okay, awesome.
There's the foundations of move, meal, mind, and the phases of attention, activation, and adaptation. That's how we get going and keep going, making it seem easy and almost effortless, right?
Nice.
Nothing's easy, but if we make it seem easy, like we do driving a car, seems easy now most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that way at first.
No, I got a kid who's learning to drive right now.
Yeah.
And it's like
scary.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I'm still alive. but all right. So now we got the wise way. You're there. All right. It's different. It isn't just eat healthier, right? Or whatever, or stretch a little more or something. Okay. So if I engage in this, right? When do I begin to actually see a benefit? When is that going to hit? How long does it take?
Well, it begins immediately because you're thinking about things differently. So it's not the heavy weight of you're just old. You're just old. You're just getting older.
It's over, right? I'm just going to get old and older. And
believe everything starts with take aim, awareness, intention, and meaning, motivation, right? And it's like looking at and believing and deciding that it doesn't have to be that way. So you feel better immediately. At 72 hours is a cellular cycle. So you might feel crappy after you ate a bunch of sugar 3 days ago, but you just think you're crappy today, but it was really the sugar you ate 3 days ago. So as you start implementing these tiny little shifts and changes, you feel progressively better. It's not like supplements that you might take and not feel any different until you stop taking them. And then you notice, oh, that really did make a difference. Gotcha. This builds progressively, and it becomes easier to not have that snack. It becomes easier to you miss the walk when you don't go on it.
Yeah.
You need to go outside. You feel that urge because it's a progressive practice process of learning and becoming. happier, healthier human.
You are a master of alliteration. I got to tell you, like you can just chuck that stuff out like nobody else I know, right? And you're good at it. All right, so I want to take a second here because we've had a few comments come in from Tara Gooch, and Crystal is here, and Cecilia Gunther and Beth Hankus. They've all shown up, right? And they're all resonating with this message of frazzled female founder over 50. All right, so what I'm getting right now is we've got the wise way, right? We've got a system. We've got Wendy, right? You're going to lead this group, right? You have formed a community, right? You're in the process of doing that. All right.
Mhm.
So what are the steps? Like how do I start, or how would our frazzled female founders over 50, how would they find you, and what would they do?
Well, frazzled female founders over 50 should just book a call with me immediately on my LinkedIn profile, or go to calendly.com/taming your tension.
Okay. All right. All right.
We're also building the T3, which is the Tension Taming Toolbox
Okay.
Community Collective, which is
Okay.
open to all. There's a public
Yep.
area that you can just go for free.
Okay.
There's a special offer now for $3.44 a month.
All right, let's bring that up on the screen, right? Anybody can do that right now. Look at that.
That's my link tree. Sorry, let me change these.
That's
And
okay. No
here's the
worries.
special.
There we go. So we have our very first 344 show special, right? Now this is a moment, right? This is a moment, right? We are like, this hasn't happened yet. I didn't think it would happen this soon, right? But guess what? If people come in, they sign up. There's no pressure. Okay, it's just me, sales internet guy, right? But listen, it's exciting. It'd be exciting for me if anybody from the audience today or at some point comes in and says, "By golly, I got $3.44 a month. I want to hang out with Wendy." And is there anybody in this community yet, or is it just a brand new gig?
It's still being built. It is a
Okay.
dynamic thing. This special is for the Happier, Healthier Humans Hub area, with some discussion groups where you can talk to the people that start coming in. There's about 5 of you already in there.
Yep, and I'm in there too. I'm in there too.
Yeah.
I get the emails, like the notifications. I'm not super active, but guess what? I'm there. I know it's there. I have a login, and I'm all in.
It's something that we'll create together. So there's different spaces. With this super incredible offer, you get access to my first course, which was called Wise Choices, that you can do a choose your own adventure, kind of pick and choose the different lessons. You don't have to go through the 12 weeks, or you can go through the 12 weeks, but you'll have access to that. And then also this 21-day, 3 weeks, 3x3, the TYT 3x3. I'm starting next week. Just setting the foundations for you. Simple, short lessons, like I do in the morning. Simple, short, to the point. Get those foundations set so that we can live as happier, healthier humans, creating a better world together.
Okay, so I'm going to take that link and I'm going to put it down here into the chat. So I'm paying attention and trying to talk at the same time, which is never a good combination, but here we go. I just stuck it in the chat. So anybody who's interested in taking advantage of the 344 special can do so. They click on that and you're in business. All right.
Yes.
So you can join in. And if anybody has a question for Wendy right now, we've got about 3 minutes left, but we've heard the problem, the fatigue, the brain fog, the belly fat, right? We know who it is. It's, frazzled female founders. Oh yeah. And guess what? Frazzled, basically anybody over 50 or under 50 or whoever's got that problem.
Modern living takes a toll.
Modern living on the desk warrior. Okay. Yes. All right. So that's what we got. All right. I'm not seeing any questions come in yet, but hey, guess what? You know what? I want to say that, Wendy, I think you brought your A game. I mean, I know that it's just like, oh dear, like the modern world is just throwing spears at you right now. And yet here we are, right? We're laughing.
I was crying earlier today. No.
Hey, some days are like that. I don't even know what day of the week is it. It's Wednesday, right?
Ride that roller coaster, y'all. Ride that roller coaster. We get tossed around, we fall down, we get back up.
And I mean, Tanya's here, and I just want, and Adam, right, of course, and I love all the support that this community has given and continues to give, and And I just want to say, like, hey, thanks for coming out today, Wendy. That the the T3 Collective is available, it's growing, it's ready to go, and there's real value there. So with that, we're
Wonderful
gonna
Wellness Wednesday with Wendy.
indeed, no worries. Adam is back in No Boring Training. It's all good. Listen, we are, and to respect the time commitments that I have made for this particular show, we're gonna wrap it up right now. So again, everybody who is here, just want to say thank you so much. And that, my friends, is the end of it. So what's going to happen? I'm push a count up timer and then I'll push end stream and we'll cut off. All right. Have a great one. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all.